just because of how crazy the premise is, and it works. It's right at the.
Do you think that could ever happen again, where so many Warner Brothers and Disney characters appear together?
I mean, Wreck-It Ralph happened.
Yeah,
and so did
like
that Super Bowl
but...
commercial with like every character, like every alien
sci-fi character.
That was crazy to me.
But
that Walmart
weren't
commercial.
Those a lot of the same brands, like
maybe
owned by the
is
same
it all
parent
just
company?
Disney?
Like, I don't know.
I was gonna say we're just gonna get to a point where one company owns everything,
and then it'll
so,
happen all the
so
time,
it'll happen. Yeah.
Right.
But my Wreck-It Ralph has a variety of video game characters from different video game companies.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Do. Yellow and brown.
Yeah. Let's. Can we go back to the court record?
Guys.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
Oh, Wreck-It Ralph.
Everyone heard everything.
Oh, really?
No, you guys, he didn't say doo-doo. He said
Do.
doo-doo-doo.
God, you know what, guys?
Idiots.
I'm not even feeling like streaming today. Forget it.
All right.
Can we just make
Everybody
this a
please-
make fun of Brian's stream?
They're all that.
Oh, I guess I don't watch enough. Now I will, though.
Yeah, now
knowing
you know.
that.
Yeah, I can't
I'm on
watch
board.
it. I can't watch the streams because how boring Ryan is.
But
There we go.
wait, but it's hurtful.
Hi, welcome to this podcast.
Boy, I really thought maybe I'll let Claire run with it.
Hi, welcome to the show.
What's the name of the show, Claire?
The Lunchbox Stream.
Not at
No,
all.
terrible.
Wow. Okay.
Everyone switch seats.
Welcome to the Jackbox Party Club, everybody, where we play Jackbox games and have Jackbox fun. Today we have an amazing special guest with us. Emily Kardamis is here. You know her from the chat as Corrupted Gem, fan artist extraordinaire, her own artist extraordinaire, web designer, raconteur.
Extraordinaire. Oh, sorry.
What else?
wrong.
What other amazing things do you do?
A podcaster, comic artist,
Podcaster.
basically anything.
Yeah.
And everything that I want to. So yeah, I too many things to list all of them.
You don't let things define you.
Oh, well, or I just worked on too many things at once.
There are too many things that
Yeah.
define you. Okay.
I make mistakes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
As do we all.
Yeah.
So we're going to play Drawful with Emily, and then we're going to talk to Emily a little bit about art stuff, maybe draw a little bit. And we also have a special announcement coming up later.
Ooh.
Brooke looked at me like, and I was like, should I even say this? I don't. Brooke's always afraid I'm going to say the wrong thing, and she's always right.
I am putting that room code in Discord now so people can draw their profile.
Okay.
Profile?
Discord.
Neato.
Their avatar?
Avatar. Yeah, avatar.
Someone would like to know if we work for Jackbox or not. We
The
do.
answer is yes.
Yes.
90% of the people
Define work.
that you see here. I'm Ryan. I am a game director and writer.
I'm Claire. I'm a writer.
I'm CJ. I'm a writer.
Special guest Emily.
Oh, hi, I'm Emily. I draw things.
Mhm.
And I'm Evan. I'm the CTO at Jackbox Games.
Yeah, that's the confidence you want
I-
out of
I-
a CTO.
That took a
I
long
feel
time.
uncomfortable saying that a lot of times. I like when you have to fill out a form. I always put like programmer because that just feels.
That's honestly, that is who you want as a CTO. Somebody with that outlook, I think.
And because you're dodging the IRS.
I'm a best
Yeah.
friend for hire. That's how I should introduce myself. That is really my job here.
If people didn't play full stream, go back and check out Evan's sequel commercial
Yes.
to Best Friend for Hire,
I-
Bad Boy for Hire.
It's
It was
a,
real good.
it's a new endeavor. It hasn't taken off like best friend for hire, but
And of course, Brooke's on the wheels of steel over there, marketing manager extraordinaire.
Oh, I was going to say, and I'm Brooke, and I'm a saucy Ming.
Oh, okay.
But I'll be in marketing, too.
That's marketing.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's great marketing.
Multi-talented, you know.
someone heard the Lion Punch commercial, Ryan.
Yeah,
that was
Lion
a great
Punch! That was one we did at the last minute. I wrote it. I grabbed Evan, who I knew had the same feelings about Iron Fist that I did. And the best part was when you cold read the script and mispronounced one of the words, and I was like, that's exactly it. Leave it in.
that whole you don't know Jack. We could start. I don't. My stupid story is
You can, yeah, say your story.
okay. We went through the whole production of
Wow, players?
uh,
Not even sure I know.
what's the game called?
You don't know Jack Full Street?
Yeah, that one.
Wow, really
All
rubbing
right.
it in that game was super successful.
On the edge of my seat for this tale.
Just for you. Kinda hard to draw.
Uh-huh.
Lunch or
Uh,
Harvey's muffin.
And I've been disconnected from the game.
Okay.
And no one asked me to be in any commercials or do any recording. I was like, huh, it's kind of. I guess we have a lot more people here now.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like, the last week of production, it was like, bam, 7 commercials in like 2 days.
You also did the Expanse one, the Expanse parody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that was more of a function of
If you're still watching, wishing you could somehow play along.
not having a ton of time and the writers mostly just quickly recording their own stuff or getting other writers to do it.
Yeah. I wish I could go back and make commercials
Yeah.
again because I would have made so many more and weirder and faster.
I know.
Because at that point I was being like a little careful to make sure they were funny,
Mhm.
and now I
Now
would've
you
just,
have no
like,
care in the world.
gone for it.
Yeah.
Right. I like the first couple I wrote were like tightly scripted,
Right.
like a story arc over like a page, and now it's just like, oh no, that's not a Jackbox commercial. Lion Puncher's a Jackbox commercial.
I mean, for as rushed as we were, we did like 150 of them or something. Like,
Whoa, that's
No
crazy.
way.
yeah,
Wow.
including the short ones.
Yeah, there's like 4-second ones.
Yeah.
yeah.
Full Stream might be my favorite You Don't Know Jack.
I'm glad to hear it. It was-
Most of the other ones, I don't even remember
You couldn't remember
the
that
U
one.
part of the name.
yeah. What's it? Something.
At least
don't
I was like,
Jack.
You Don't Know Jack something.
What is it that you're drawing that's so important, huh? 30
The
seconds
two
left.
people on the
Let's
left
go.
need to swap headsets. He's too loud, she's too soft.
Oh.
Well, we're
Is
just.
that us?
Yeah.
I guess it's
Oh.
us. I mean, we're just.
Has everyone
opposites.
submitted their drawings?
Also, Brooke.
I have.
Zach. You might just want to have the microphone.
Yeah.
Hello.
Check.
I'll put mine further away.
This is how I talk.
Sponge.
Sorry to hear it.
Oh.
It's on the ground somewhere, probably.
Was that clear?
Better, much better.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
let the chat
let's take a look
decide
at
how
your
we
artwork.
sound.
Well, I was asking her to turn
Yeah,
the
we're in
music
separate
down.
mixes.
Let the chat decide how your ears work.
Now,
He's too loud, she's too soft, and somehow they'll have to work together to solve a murder. Is that Tim?
Tim
Say-
sniffing. Yeah. Well done, Tim.
I'll watch that show. Let's see, what do we have here?
Howdy in the softo.
Is that fire? Does it look like a snake?
oh, come on.
Well, really
Take
put a
the time
kibosh
to
on all the
pull it
fun
out.
stories.
Sorry, I was too loud.
I like Full Stream too. I think it was really fun to work on. I'm glad we
And
did.
here are your choices. One of them is the real title.
And Anakin Skywalker underestimates fire.
This guy's on fire, but I'm going to beat him. Sorry, little Timmy, you're in hell. Hostile takeover, fire monster, camping shower in hell, alien hell, or intellectual property.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
which
pick
is what I am
intellectual
voting for.
property.
Come on.
What's up, Ryda? I mean, should I even say hi to Ryda anymore? He works here now. It's like fine,
True. Get back to
Here
work.
it is.
fine. Yeah, get back to work. You're on the clock,
Now that we're paying you, no more modding.
right? No.
Actually, that's not true. Please keep
Yeah,
doing
please,
this.
actually, keep doing the
You're doing
unpaid
an
work that you
important
do.
job.
Fire monster.
Zach, Perry, how are you?
Yeah, I thought it was clearly a fire monster.
Sometimes simple is easiest, you know?
And
Thank you.
two.
And the most convincing to fool people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is it hard being an artist and playing Drawful?
Yes, I am so bad at Drawful. Every drawing game I'm basically miserable at. And multiple people have assumed like that because I'm an artist or I do a lot of art, they're like, oh, you must be really good at Drawful and TKO. And I'm like, no.
Wait, it was Hostile Takeover?
It was.
Brooke, do you think hostile takeovers always include fire?
Why was there an antenna
I
on
just
the...
wanted
Let's
to
do
draw
another.
aggression.
Type in a title.
Okay.
That's,
Okay.
that's kind of what came out.
More of a draw how you feel.
Why did the aggressor have an antenna?
It wasn't meant to be an antenna. I don't really know what it was meant to be.
Cool.
I love when the drawing's drawn. To me, that is the best innovation between Drawful and Drawful 2.
Yeah, the animating on of the drawings for sure. Emily, I do appreciate that, unlike some artists who work here, you're not trying to cheat by using a stylus in Drawful 2.
I thought about it.
It's like, they come up with like this beautiful Picasso-like painting. Or it's not Picasso.
Not a beautiful Picasso.
No, it's all beautiful, but...
I drew
And
that.
here are your choices.
Oh, first B-Day after a bad breakup. Chester peer pressure. Missed the memo on the cool hat party.
Oh,
The birthday girl often cries has got to be Claire.
I
That's like a
don't
movie title.
get
energy.
how you always know.
Because it's like
You have a cadence.
in a voice
Yeah.
that is completely you.
The birthday girl often does cry.
This is why it's been hard for you to slip that fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to apply for the writer position with a fake name.
What was that fake name again?
It was Rita Mayflower.
And could you explain the significance?
Thank you, Brooke.
It's Mayflower in French.
Great. Means nothing.
Oh dear.
We had fun right here.
At my 5th grade birthday party, which I guess I turned 11, Elise Perrine, if you're watching, I'm roasting you.
Whoa.
She said to me, this is at my own birthday party, she said, no offense, but your mom's fat.
Whoa.
And then I cried, and then my mom came across me in the kitchen, and she said, why are you crying? I said, I don't want to tell you. She said, it's okay. And I was like, Elise Perrine said you're fat. And then my mom laughed, and she said, no, I'm not.
Perfect.
Be just like blasphemy.
Right.
Yeah.
I also like that the message she sent to you was not that it wouldn't matter either way. She was like, I'm not fat.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Which I enjoy.
Just for everyone watching, it looks like we went down on YouTube.
Uh-oh.
Thanks to our handy dandy streaming tool, Growl.
Growl.
So, you can maybe direct others over to
type in
Twitch just for the
anything.
stream. Hopefully, this has happened before and it just came back up on its own. But I will keep trying to.
Good thing we
Get
don't
the
pay for this.
Oh, wait. This happened at TwitchCon too.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Who needs it, YouTube? We're going Mixer all the way. The defecating tree, damn seed pods, Dr. Mario pill tree, exploding fruit, jelly bag tree, chaos. I'm voting for
Chaos
chaos.
is good.
And burrito tree.
Chaos.
Yeah.
That was your
And
plan.
it never happens.
And here are your picks.
Are you sure?
Now let's see.
Oh, there's.
It's a decoy.
Whatever they do.
Yeah. It's a good decoy, I guess.
That's how the Joker operates.
Oh.
I love jelly bags.
Jelly bags.
Yummy. As a kid in the 1800s, we used to have a jelly bag at Christmas.
You couldn't afford jelly beans.
At my 5th grade birthday, we had jelly
Wow,
bags.
everyone knew. First I drew it, and then I drew all the beans coming out to throw everyone off.
Yeah.
You know?
Why would you want to throw
You
people
want
off?
people to get it, though.
Well, but it's funnier to get weirder.
Okay,
against
okay.
us, you know?
Fair. Yeah. I thought it was just some sweet carnitas coming out there.
Could be carnitas. I'm a vegetarian gal, so for me it was a
Let's take a look
big
at our next
load of
drawing.
black beans.
Okay.
That duck is so good.
Yay! How do you know it's a duck?
Oh. Because it's so good. That's how I imagine ducks look. I've never seen a duck.
Someday. Someday we'll get to that
Someday
pond.
you'll see a duck.
I'm not going to submit this, but isn't that funny?
I'll be the judge of this.
You got 15 seconds.
I say submit it.
Hey, I'm serious. Mine is
Okay.
And
You say it.
Now I want to make sure everyone, now that Claire's submitted, everyone makes sure to keep this family friendly.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
You don't know which one mine is.
Yeah, I do.
let's all play Guess Claire's Answer.
Duck girl.
Foul longing is really good. I'm giving you a like, Claire. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Pick an answer.
I appreciate my ducking love you. That is clear, but a little subtler.
Let's see what people picked.
It feels like a Brooke answer. No?
No.
I wish.
I voted for Square Elmo. Well, well, well.
That is
Wow.
clearly secretly in love with a duck.
Nobody fell for my
Amazing.
no offense, but I'm in love with that duck.
No, I was offended.
Okay, sorry.
I'm just glad you appreciated my foul longing.
I really did.
So,
I suspect that might be you, to be honest.
thank you.
Very funny.
I haven't gotten one right, and I'm somehow in third place. Everyone else must be really terrible.
Now.
You're bringing a lot of moral high ground to it.
These aren't as good as your duck.
I did.
CJ.
I did draw 2 pics. Oh, I thought you were saying it was mine. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a wonderful artist.
Oh. Hurry up, people. Just type something in.
I keep like naturally just kind of start dancing to the music,
Yeah.
and I'm like, wait, I'm on camera.
Our
Oh,
music
God.
is so
And
danceable.
here are your choices.
Oh, I didn't get mine.
Never cross a geese!
Oh,
Never
hike.
cross a goose.
Hike. Goose hike.
Goose hike, goose hike.
Someone has a thing for birds. Not amused.
amused.
I don't know. I don't care.
I think that's a decoy
Yeah,
as well.
that's
but
probably
it's a
me
good
not
one.
putting my
Oh
answer in.
no! I accidentally. Oh well. I voted for goose hike, goose hike.
Well, you know what?
Yes.
I did not need to. Take the points.
Here are your picks.
Oh, that's funny.
Never cross a geese.
Oh, Emily, well done.
Well,
I wanted to vote for that one, but
I
unfortunately,
guess it's a
threw
little
my
on the
vote
nose.
away.
I should know that you're like going direct with your.
It's either a pun or it's just what it
You
is.
fools. Fell right into my trap. Goose hike,
Goose
goose
hike,
hike.
goose hike,
Goose hike.
What?
Isn't it rare that 2 ducks would be in a row?
Wow, what
How did no one get duck crossing?
Because
we had
they're
just
not
done
ducks.
ducks.
No, they're not.
Those are
Right.
dogs.
That one has.
Did you
4
see
legs.
what a duck looks like?
They don't. Neither of those have 4 legs. They have 2
It's
legs.
not right.
That
Ryan's
one in
fault.
front has.
He didn't
Four
know I
le-
was
at
going to
least
perfect
3 legs.
ducks.
That is not true. And also, what other animal could that be?
I thought they looked
Dogs.
like ducks.
No, no.
But I didn't want to do another duck thing.
Oh, then that's not my fault. Is
I
it?
know.
This is a.
I want to apologize in advance.
Okay, now wait a minute. What am I?
This is you?
It was difficult. I know.
no.
Look.
This is clear to me. I think you did well.
Yeah, I
Very
was
obvious.
confident in what I put down. What the fucking one again?
I don't know what it is.
I had to Google what it was to make sure I had it right.
Okay.
Come on. Typing time is almost
I
up.
was like, wait a minute. I think I remember what. Okay, I'm gonna look. Okay, we're good.
That's advanced. Taking the time to Google.
I had
Well,
enough time.
I had to look up what a duck looked like.
Did you really?
Someone here didn't.
Are your choices.
You know what?
Okay, I swallowed a giant gold coin. Fjord. White blood cell. Hamburger in the bloodstream. The Miracle of Birth. A Lost Book by Georgia O'Keeffe. Harry Treehole. You mad, bro?
Giant gold coin. Could be.
The color really influences me. Like,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
red, it does really look like blood or
Yeah.
something.
It is.
And
Yeah.
here are your picks.
Wow.
Oh.
Nice, CJ. You're hidden homers.
To be fair, Emily said I had to look it up, and I was like, oh great, I have to put something scientific in now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fjord does seem like something you'd have to look up.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'll give a
I
point
should
to
look it up
Harry
too, because that's
Treehole.
not what I thought it would be.
Very good.
What's the hole? Oh, is that a boat?
No, it's like isn't it like the island in the middle of like a river?
Type in a
Like
convincing
when two.
title.
That's
No one
bad.
knows what a fjord
It's
is.
That is
I love this guy, and I want this T-shirt.
Just
Everybody's cracking up at what she put.
It's not even really funny.
We haven't got any Claire laughing at her own jokes yet, which is something we usually look for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fjord. Real noun. Fjords.
Oh.
Someone just copy pasted.
Yeah.
Deep inlet of the sea between high cliffs is in Norway.
Is that not exactly what I said? Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Submergence of a glaciated
That was
valley.
Mike Builder, by the way.
Oh, great.
Copying and pasting
Builder just
from the
copied and
dictionary.
pasting.
Uh,
Evan Buttball.
Give it a few years, we'll find out. I put my shoes on wrong. Mother, I've been in a terrible accident. Evan but bald. Got new shoes. Space, man. Baby boy with spine disorder. Shoes on backwards. Or I don't know how to shoes.
Wow. All right.
Oh.
If the got new shoes didn't have the paren, I would have voted got new shoes.
There was a colon in front of
Okay. Who
Nah.
There's a smiley face.
Did we just strip out the colon?
I don't.
It's our fault.
Man, I've been confused.
It's
like
terrible.
Yeah, I'm
Totally
here.
Evan.
I'm here.
Evan votes for me like
Yeah,
half
thank
the
you.
time.
The other time I
Thank
vote
you.
for Zach.
If I got this wrong. Oh, unless it's right.
Oh, come on.
Excellent drawing.
It's a good one.
It is.
Well,
good.
I'm glad we did put baby with spine disorder in it.
Yeah. Thankfully, we put that in the unit.
Oh,
I think that means I'm the best artist on the string.
I don't know. Let's use the most like before we make any
I
decisions.
think if he's the
here
best
come the
artist,
hands.
No.
you should do the live.
Oh, yeah.
Claire.
Claire.
It should be like the Olympics. I should do the live one so they know how impressive what you're doing is.
Yeah. It's like the Olympics.
When they say in the Olympics, they should put a normal person in,
Right.
so that
Right.
they have it like so you have an idea of
You're
how difficult
watching
that
the
is.
competitive swimming, and then
That's
in a little
actually
like
really funny.
box, it's you drowning.
Yeah.
It's just a picture-in-picture.
Yeah.
Right.
It would be amazing to run a sprint, like have one regular person running the sprints.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Because you would really make you realize, like,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We actually had that conversation. I was with my brothers and we were talking about that exact thing watching the Olympics and how great it would be.
It's
like the
Olympic
idea
of,
control
like-
group.
What?
An Olympic control group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to.
and they're
'cause
truly
you're like,
running
man,
as fast as
they're
they
really
can.
fast.
Yeah.
Even someone who was like a high school, a high school sprinter, like
Yeah.
just someone. Would be great. Well, all right. I'm glad we're all on board with this. I'll send that.
Yeah,
email
just
out.
send that to
Dear Olympics,
Dear-
got an idea.
What Olympic event do you think you'd be?
Dear Olympus, how are you? I am fine. Enough fooling around. I have a great idea.
My name is Evan.
Yeah.
I hope this email finds you well.
Things are great with the family.
Anyway, regular person Olympics, thanks.
How's
In the
Winter
honor of
Olympics?
being
Yeah.
your obedient servant.
Yes, right, exactly. P.S.
Yeah. Say hi to Winter Olympics.
Say hi to winter. Well, let's do what we all love to do, which is read the news.
Yay.
Oh,
Yay.
I'll be the judge of this first one. PAX East and C2E2 are next weekend. Visit our blog for our full schedule. That's right. We'll be at C2E2 here in Chicago and at PAX East in Boston. We'll be doing fun stuff at both places, some of which will be streamed, so check out the blog for the full schedule.
ooh,
Yep.
Ding
sounds
dong.
exciting.
Ding
We're
Ding
going to
dong
take
is
over
something I
all of PlayStation's space. It's just going to be all Jack. We should check if we could do that.
Ask
What,
if they-
what else are they doing?
Why
with it?
not?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, yeah, you're right.
What else are they going to do?
Did they keep the space in order to reserve it? Because that's a thing, right? You keep the space so you don't lose it.
PlayStation or
Yeah.
Sony? I think. What do you mean keep the
Because
space?
sometimes you keep the booth even if you're not going to be there because then it's harder to get a booth space next year. Although maybe they don't care.
I think they dropped out at the last minute,
Yeah.
and they were planning to go.
You think?
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Since that's what the news said.
Nope. I don't believe it. Only believe it when you say it.
Internet, what do you think?
I don't
Anyway.
know.
All right, forget it.
What's
We-
the next news?
Ding dong, I'm at the door.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Ryan, get the door. Oh,
just did.
sorry,
CJ
I
got
missed
it.
I don't know
Wow.
how to.
Okay.
I actually don't have a doorbell button, sadly.
Well, I
Pick
think
the nearest equivalent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the door, all right.
Yeah.
all packs are on sale for PS4 in the PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
How about that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you have
That's
that
what my
one.
doorbell does.
I'm here to make money.
It's usually someone delivering a bag of coins.
This better be an opportunity.
Scrooge
Wow.
McDuck.
Yeah. That CTO lifestyle is really getting to your head.
Anyway,
Oh, come in.
thank you.
It's open.
Rydash is going to be on the Jackbox Party Club next week. And that's not just a promise. That's a threat.
Wow. The very Rydash I made fun of.
But Rydash is on the Jackbox Party Club every week.
Well, guess what? He's going to be here in person,
What?
in studio,
What?
Wow.
in clothing, I assume.
Yeah, I would hope. It's weird that you introduced the idea.
Rydash, you do need to wear clothing on the stream. That is
Well, I guess you'll find out.
Emily, do you want to do our last one?
Oh,
Let's see if
are you
he's
gonna
on
give me
board.
the most
Ooh,
important one?
wait. This is a big announcement, guys.
Very appropriate.
Are you ready?
Okay, someone says save for last. The Jackbox Party Pack 7 is coming this fall.
What?
Yay.
Well, I gotta get to work.
Look at that in all its glory.
We know
Look
that.
at all of these excited people.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop kittens.
A lot of people who work here are very surprised.
Here's people knocking on the door like, wait a minute, what?
We agreed to take a break.
Kittens? Why is everyone talking about kittens? Oh,
Oh, I put the.
What?
I put the. Didn't you just see? It was
The
just
image.
up.
Yeah.
no, I missed it. Do it again.
All right, one more time for Evan.
Oh, not a cat person though. It's okay.
No.
No.
So, yeah, in case you didn't maybe infer that we might do this, since we've done it 6 years in a row, we're making another pack of probably 5, let's just say, amazing party games for you to play.
Sorry.
And that
number.
image, and we'll have a blog post up right after the stream. So
Yep.
you'll be able to look at it again. I'm sure everyone took a screenshot.
Yeah.
What kind of games are going to be in the Party Pack 7?
Amazing party game.
That's right, Evan. What kind of games do you want to play? They're all, don't answer it, they're all in there.
Oh, okay.
There's some you can play with your friends. There's some you can play with your enemies.
Ooh.
There's one you won't like, but there's 3 you will.
Oh,
And there's one you'll be ambivalent about.
Thanks, Game Informer.
Ooh, glad we got
Yeah.
the cover story in the Jackbox Party Club this week.
it's the most fun game I've ever played at a party. 8 out of 10.
Says Evan. Anyway, we're very excited. We already have a bunch of games that we're excited about and that we're working on now that we can't tell you about right now. But if you want to hear about them first, tune
DM us.
into ask Claire about it. She will tell you anything. And also stay tuned to Jackbox Party Club every week, where we will be talking about this stuff quite a bit as we reveal things.
Kind of Burnt Waffle says, you plan to make a sequel? This is the 7th
To Pack
sequel.
7? We're going to make Pack
Pack
7
8?
2
I don't
next
know.
year.
Pack
Should we
7
announce
Pack-
Pack 8 too? Are we going to do that maybe?
I guess. Let's
Pack
announce
8
it.
too.
Yeah.
82.
Well, Pack 8 2
Think about
comes
it.
out after Pack 8,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
We
Yeah.
won't do a Pack 9.
No. It'll
We'll
Yeah.
just do Pack
Skip right
8.
over
It's
eight,
against
eight,
our unlucky.
two,
Then we'll do
8,
8 2, 8 3.
I'm kind of distracted by Brooke disassembling the studio in the background.
She warned us.
Literally,
She warned
we're
us.
all going to go home now.
She's just like listening to our
She's just
bits and
throwing
unplugging our
TVs
microphones.
out of the window.
Oh, yes. So
Oh.
one of the cool things we're going to do now is Emily's going to draw her for us.
Oh, okay. I'll just like.
So we don't read your
Oh, yeah, so we're
emails.
not-
no, it's
right.
not even like connected to anything.
Here's your
really.
texts.
I'll just bring up an open document.
Can we get 3 2? Pack 3 2. Which pack would you
Okay.
most want a sequel to?
Yeah.
The chat is blowing up with the answers to that question.
Yeah.
Must be broken.
Well, there's
Everyone just stop
Once
chatting.
again, Evan
There's
has
a
lit
lot
our
of-
audience on
I
a
fire.
like
delay.
do
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Drawing.
TKO.
They want drawing.
Everyone loves
Drawing.
TKO.
Now, Emily, what's drawing?
That's a really good question. Magic? No.
Yeah, it seems it. It is to me.
Rydash, get to work.
Should I just like start? I don't even know what I'm doing, honestly. Generally with life, but
I like
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you
yeah.
made the square dance.
thank you.
Are you going to do the split the room cast?
I am, yeah. But like I can just draw, and like if you guys want to like chat, like
Yeah.
that's probably like I don't know. I'm not very like instructional as a drawer or an artist. Oh, I can't believe I actually said drawer.
Sure.
As a piece of furniture, but yeah, I can just like go, and then we can just like do whatever.
Go for it.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Cool.
No, let's all sit in silence.
Do you want
Yeah.
people, maybe people from, I don't want to put you on the spot, but like people from the chat can suggest like ways to,
Draw.
Yeah, draw better.
Yeah.
like
no,
too many lines.
I actually would
Too
love
much-
to know what like software and stuff you use.
Um,
I'm sure that's the question people have.
Yeah, no. So typically, I used to mostly do digital art, and I think I typically would just use Photoshop in probably a really weird and bad way.
I think that's what everyone uses.
Well, yeah, but recently, oh, I'm so sorry. Like all I've been mostly doing has been like Procreate on the iPad, which
Yeah.
is like not to plug for Procreate, but it's a super accessible, like really cheap. So it's like $10. It's not a subscription, and it's extremely powerful. And I basically do like all of my work in it now. So, and granted, like it's an investment to get an iPad, but
Sure.
it's really cool. So
Is that the Apple Pencil as well?
it is,
Cool.
yes. But it was like the first time I had ever used like an in-screen tablet. Like a lot of times in the industry, people have like a Wacom Cintiq or stuff like that. And
Right.
I had never really had access to any of those. So I just this was like the first time I was ever like using a direct draw like system, and it's super intuitive. It's really cool. If you've never like tried like a tablet that you can like draw directly onto, like I highly recommend it.
What did you use when we were using Photoshop? Did you have a tablet? Like,
Yeah, just like a tablet off to the side.
I see.
A lot of people sit with their tablets in front of them, and I don't for some reason. I like have it off to the side like a weirdo, and then my laptop is like next to me, and it's very
So
strange.
you're drawing like.
you're drawing in another room.
Basically, yeah, but like I'm so used to how the screen like translates that it was just normal. Like I got used to it. If I would move to like a different room and not and set my tablet in front of me, I wouldn't know what I was doing.
That's fun.
Someone said you should have her as a drawer in Jackbox to make better games.
Wow.
Yeah, get
I
Owen in
think
here.
it scrolled up. I think I got it right.
Owen, you're fired. To make better games. Was there a process of getting used to drawing on a tablet? I'm sure that feels different then.
It definitely is, and especially with like the iPad and stuff, there's a weird like texture problem, which sounds very strange, but it doesn't feel like paper.
Yeah.
So at least with a lot of the like Wacom tablets and like those sorts of things, they try to emulate the same grit that like a sketchbook would have, and you can get one of those, like you can get like a screen protector that basically tries to like emulate
Interesting.
that sort of feeling, but I don't really mind it. I know a lot of people are like, I cannot draw on this like weird slick surface. It's
Yeah.
strange. It's like drawing with a bar of soap. Like,
Yeah. One of the things that I've noticed is that you kind of sketched in a circle,
Yeah.
and then the rest you were like literally creating from magic.
Yeah,
You didn't
this is-
sketch in like any other sort of basic shapes. You're just like everything just comes together off the surface.
yeah, I sort of switch back and forth between if I'm doing like sort of a construction, like once I start to get more into like a body and those sorts of things, like I kind of do a little more like construction and like gestural
Sure.
stuff. But sometimes it's just like you get used to like how a shape is gonna lay down. So it's like, okay, I'm just gonna like, and this is where a hand goes, sort of thing. But then the nice thing about doing everything digitally is being able to just like, if that doesn't look right, okay, cool, you just move it around.
Yeah.
Versus having to like erase the whole thing and start over. So, yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty dang cool.
It's really neat. This is like magic to me.
Yeah,
I know.
it really
I'm just
is.
like fascinated.
Now, when my wife was in high school, she would draw sexy vampires over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
When you were in high school, what was your favorite subject to draw as you began your craft?
What kind of vampire did you draw?
I was very much the like person who took art classes because they wanted to draw anime, and then I had every art teacher be like, you can't do that. And not you can't do that, but like you need to learn the fundamentals first, like of how to actually draw a figure and those sorts of things. But like now that I'm out of college and can
Nobody
just
can
kind
stop
of,
you.
basically no, seriously, like now it's like I'm gonna do every like anime garbage thing that I can, and no one can tell me no.
That's how I felt about eating cookies.
I was
when
about to
done
say
in
the
college.
same
Yeah.
thing. That was my my rebellion was sugar cereal.
No one can stop me now.
Right.
There's so many flavors of Oreo.
I feel like drawing would have been healthier for me. There's so many flavors of Oreos.
I mean, at the time there weren't that many.
No,
but
but
now.
now.
But that made it more exciting when like a new one came out.
Yeah.
It was so rare. Nowadays.
Right. It was like having to wait for the next episode of a TV show.
Exactly.
Isn't that annoying when it happens now? When like a streaming service doesn't release all the episodes of something at once? Just like, really, I have to wait a week to see more Picard?
See, I like it.
Yeah, I
because
can-
I don't
I guess
have a
no
lot
one's
of
gonna
time.
get on board with this.
I don't
Fine.
have a lot of time
Yeah.
to like sit and like watch a whole show.
Right.
Right.
Though I have started watching The Circle, and that's a nightmare that it's all there and I can just watch the whole thing. And
Right.
It's
a
bad.
shame Other Brooke isn't here right now.
Other Brooke would, yes, talk about the circle
Hey,
nonstop.
Circle, send Emily a message. You're doing great. Send.
Throwing a mojo on that one.
A mojo? Is that what they say? Or is that just what you say?
That is what one person on the circle said.
Okay.
I haven't gotten that. I'm only like 4 episodes in. My roommate started watching it without me initially, and I was like, I literally walked in the door and I was like, "What are you doing?"
How dare? She's like, I didn't want you to find out like this.
Yeah.
I like these skinny jeans you got there. Skinny suit.
Sometimes you just don't want to draw pants, so you just make it a silhouette.
Yeah.
What are some situations where you do want to draw pants?
When like pants are important and they're cool, and you want to like have like cool details on them.
And I just want to remind you, Rydash, next week pants will be important. Please bring them.
Please do not just wear a silhouette.
Opaque pants.
Opaque, non-see-through pants. Ryan,
Might want to get this in
please,
writing.
for once. One of my favorite things is to see when you draw Magic Tavern side characters on Twitter, which is a good example of weird ornate pants that you always do draw on, like the Baron or some of the other characters.
Yeah.
That's when pants are important.
Yeah, exactly. When pants need to like say something important about a character,
Yep.
then you draw all the details. And when they just need to be skinny jeans, they can just be skinny jeans.
Real fast, I follow Emily on Twitter, and I saw a question that pertains to your Twitter. Emily, so who in this room would Emily trust with a sword?
Oh God, put me on the spot.
There are wrong answers.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would trust. That's a really good question.
Sounds like a no one to
could
me.
be.
No, I would trust Brooke and Claire with a sword, absolutely.
Wow.
I feel
Wow.
like it depends if I would trust you with a sword, CJ. I
wrong.
think it depends on the situation.
I don't think you know Claire well enough. I don't think
Yeah,
I would
Brooke,
trust
Is a
yes,
sword just
Claire,
a sword?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do fun sword
Unless you
tricks.
believe Freud.
Oh, yeah.
Claire doesn't know what a sword is. How can you trust
I
her?
did just ask, is a sword just a sword? But I thought maybe that it was a metaphor
Like a
for
sweet
something.
meme or something.
No, it's just like
She
a
does
fun...
know what a fjord is, though.
I do know what a fjord is, not a
Who
sword.
would you trust with the fjord in this room?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Not
Who can cause like massive land formation changes?
Massive?
I've tried.
Isn't that what? Isn't?
No, I'm just saying. I
The
can.
one
I
true
can.
God.
I can
A
cause.
little someone I like to call Jesus.
Could dig a hole at the beach,
There
you know.
is one God, and he is the Christian God.
All right.
Okay.
So
And
swords.
I do speak for Jackbox.
So swords.
I wouldn't trust Ryan with a sword. To
But I'm
work
so
there.
That's kind of
responsible.
what you went around and said everybody had a case for a sword and kind of left Ryan out of
No.
it.
I kind of noticed.
No
I wasn't
sword, no
involved.
fjord.
That's the shirt you wear. No sword, no fjord. Hey, kids.
It's not. To be fair, I wouldn't trust myself with a sword.
Okay.
So like, it's not a personal judgment.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Not even yourself, says Sargentum.
Yourself.
Scargent.
Yourself. It really is entrancing.
The cat is cool.
Yeah.
He looks like a waiter at a fancy steakhouse.
He does. Who's a cat?
This is the white jacket.
Yeah.
Like a waiter that's trying to make sense of the very specific and weird food instructions their table just gave.
Yeah.
Why can't I just eat the steak?
Can I get the garlic mashed potato?
Why is Bob Dylan ordering? Can I
get the garlic mashed potatoes?
Oh, the garlic.
Yuxi had a really
Extra
good
cream
question.
cheese.
Can I
Yes.
field
Yeah.
Yuxi's
Yes.
not field Yuxi's question, but pass it along. Emily, do you have any advice for college goers, and specifically maybe those that are interested in art?
Oh wow.
A lot of drugs.
No.
Oh.
Draw anime all the time.
No, I think it's interesting. I think the one piece of advice I would give is you're gonna get a lot of advice, and you don't have to take all of it.
Wow.
If I can get I have a little related anecdote. If I'll go on it really quickly, but there was a big push in my education that I actually majored in animation, and there was a big push to hey, you need to specialize immediately. If you haven't decided what you want to do by the time you graduate at 21, then you're not going to make it in the industry. And I hated that idea.
Too much pressure.
Well, it was too much pressure, but also I liked doing too many things.
Yeah.
There are certain parts of and especially with animation, it was storyboarding or character design and those sorts of things. And I didn't want to be tied down to one specific detail. So for a while, like that really stuck with me, and I was like really worried that like I had like screwed something up,
Yeah.
which is like ridiculous. First
Yeah.
off, you can't like screw up your whole career or whatever when you're 20. That's like unless you like I don't know, do some kind of horrible crime.
If they catch you doing it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You writing this down, Yuxi? No horrible
Right.
crimes.
But
Too late.
but like it actually wasn't until recently I sort of had this weird epiphany where I was I was like familiar with like Tim Sniffin's work as like a voiceover artist and like a writer, and I didn't realize he was an animator and like worked on games with Jackbox and those sorts of things. And I like realized that like sometime last year, and I had this moment of like, wait a second, I can just do all the stuff.
Yeah.
Like here's someone who's doing all the stuff and being amazing at it. Why do I have to pick one thing?
Yeah.
So like you're gonna get a lot of like this is the weird like antithesis of advice where I'm giving advice saying don't take everyone's advice, but like you're gonna get a lot of advice and it's up to you to decide what's like helpful to you, and if it isn't helpful, I think it's okay for you to kind of like let it go because it might not apply to your life.
I think that's so true. I think in creative work in general, I feel like there's always people who are like, I'm the one who's figured it out. Like
Right.
Here's how you actually do creative work. Get up at exactly 7:30, eat 3 cakes for breakfast.
Yeah.
All right.
This is from my book.
Life hack: 3 cakes, 30 minutes before.
Exactly. Yeah. Never check the mail before 2. Like all this stuff that's like Stephen King's book on writing. It's a great book, but he's very prescriptive. It's like here's exactly what to do, and eventually you're like, oh, I'll just do it the way I do it, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, most people is fine.
Yeah. Well, except for awful criminals like you.
And it's the other thing is like I think a lot of people might go like, oh, so does that mean like throw out any piece of advice that like challenges you to change? No, it's like if the advice isn't helpful, like if it's causing you more harm by like making you think you've done something, you're not doing the quote unquote right thing, then it's not useful to you and you can figure out your own thing.
Totally. I feel like a good litmus test is advice that you can never actually follow. You only just feel bad for not doing it.
Right, exactly.
You know?
Like the 3 cakes.
I know, I can only get to 2.
This we've had first 3 cakes, but what about second 3 cakes?
Second 3 cakes.
See, that's the thing. You got to pace out the 3 cakes.
I do love reading about people's. I like reading about like writers' routines.
Yeah.
Especially the older, like from like the 1900s and stuff. Okay, the 1900s were pretty recent.
Someone you
but-
can relate to from the Victorian era.
No, but it's fun because it's always like, awaken at 6:30 a.m. Don't talk to Randall. Like,
The horse boy.
like you will get distracted. I don't know. It's fun to read those, but then they're not prescriptive. They're just
Right.
descriptive of that person's.
Right.
Watermelon causes a bad temperament.
Yes, exactly.
Are you shading on a layer that's under the base drawing?
Yeah, so
Okay.
sometimes when I just do like kind of a sketch thing, I'll just do like sort of a weird monochrome thing like underneath
Yeah.
at like 50% or something, just to kind of give it a little bit of like pizzazz.
Yeah, that's cool.
Claire, who's your Randall at the office?
Who I shouldn't talk to
Yeah.
because they'll distract me.
Randall the horse boy.
Who's my Randall? CJ, not at all, because anytime I say something to him, he'll just turn back. He'll answer and then turn back around politely and go back to his work. I guess we talk a lot.
We talk, but I don't know if we talk in a distracting way, but maybe we do.
Yeah, I don't know.
You two are side by side, though. It's very easy. I mean, I don't know who distract. I'm about to say. I'd
So
say
you're not
thinking
easily
time.
distracted
no.
from what I've seen.
I'd say Brooke's the most engaging person. Brooke's engaging because it's not just talking, and then eventually leads to all of us gathered around Brooke's computer.
Watching a meme.
A video, yeah.
We did just gather around Brooke's computer today to watch weird German
Yeah.
teens snap at each other, and it was the best possible
we did.
situation.
I don't want context for that sentence
I
you
don't
just
think
said.
there is any. I don't know what we were doing.
There's some writer whose routine I looked at, and he literally drank 60 cups of coffee a day.
Wow.
I want to try to find
That
it.
sounds like it would actually kill you.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a thing about like caffeine intake? But I guess if it's through coffee, if you're like pacing it out enough.
I guess.
But also that just seems like a lot of coffee.
Yeah. That's a lot of anything.
60 of anything's a lot, except M&Ms.
Right, that's the right
That's
amount
true.
of M&Ms. That's true. What about 60 M&M sized cups of coffee?
So, hold on. The brain's melting.
You've already given
you have
me-
appropriately
You've given me too much
split the
credit
room.
by even thinking about this.
No.
What other game characters? Oh, sorry.
I have to figure out this real fast.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Let's
Sorry.
let.
Are the cups
So imagine-
M&M size, or is the amount of coffee M&M size?
I think the cups are. It's like a gusher filled with coffee, the size of an M&M.
Okay, so I'm eating the container too.
Yes, you're eating the container too.
Okay, what is
This
the
sounds
container?
horrible. I just want to say.
Are
it's
gushers
a-
raviolis?
God damn it, Brooke! I can't do this with you. It's a soy protein of our patented design.
Okay,
yeah, it's
fantastic.
edible, but it doesn't contribute to the
Okay,
taste
yeah,
profile.
I could do 60 of those a day. Put me
Okay,
down.
bring them in.
Put me down.
Put me down.
Tonight, poor Ryan's gonna be holding
Can't get it in
Care
there.
for the
the
bid.
coffee in.
It's for the bed.
It's gourmet makes with these like just little tiny, like you're in your own little kitchen, like we're gonna make this work, guys. So we all end up rooting for you, and there's a whole like heroic story arc to it.
That's all I want about life.
Hey, I'm Ryan. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I make recipes.
It's a good question, though.
It's mostly just when like you feel done with it. Like that sounds very like weird and like doesn't have an actual like answer, but I think there's just a moment where you're like, I don't really, is putting any more work into it going to change it significantly enough?
And you probably could tweak it forever. I imagine.
Absolutely, yeah. There are like old illustrations where I'll look back and be like, oh, I wish I could have changed that. I wish I could have done this thing. And it's just like, it doesn't need to like if at the end of the day you're going to show it to someone and they're going to be like, and they're going to think it's basically the exact same thing as if you had like showed it to them at like, hour 1 versus hour like 1 and 5 minutes or whatever. Like there's no point in, like you can save yourself the time.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like precious. Like that's the thing is like, don't be precious about everything like that, because I think you can easily get caught in that like, oh, but it's not perfect yet. And it's like, you can just start letting stuff go.
Done is better than perfect. I'm learning.
Great, it's done.
What were you saying, Claire?
I found Susan Sontag's thing, and it's exact. I'd never seen this one, but it's really exactly what we were saying. She said, starting tomorrow, if not today, I will get up every morning no later than 8. Can break this rule once a week. I will have lunch only with Roger.
But not Randall.
No, I don't go out for lunch. Can break this rule.
No,
once,
I don't go out for lunch.
That's in quotes, so like she can say that to people. Can break this rule once every 2 weeks. I will tell people not to call in the morning or not answer the phone. She's only reading in the evening, and she's only answering letters once a week. Friday, when she has to go to the hospital anyway.
What if your creative process makes you a great writer and a bad person?
Yeah, I know. Don't call me.
Don't call me. No, I don't go out for lunch.
And Roger's like, I don't want to go out to lunch.
Roger's on the paper, Roger.
Hey, YouTube
Once
is
a
back.
week.
Roger's writing is he's like, never have lunch with Susan. I can break this
Oh, this is like
once a
Break
month.
this once a week.
this is like that logic puzzle. Like Susan can only have lunch with
Susan,
Roger,
yeah.
but Roger can only eat at this restaurant, but this restaurant doesn't allow Susan. So where?
Susan can't go out to lunch.
Now, Stephen King's books only take place in Maine. Well, shall we play one more game?
Yeah.
Let's do it. What should we play? Do you have any
Let's do
particular
it.
requests, Emily?
Whatever anyone else is up for, I don't really mind.
Now you have to tell us your favorite game of ours. and
Oh, I don't have a favorite.
We'll be
We can play
insecure
split
about
the
it.
room and
That's true. We should play Split the Room.
Split the room would be fitting, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, here. I don't know which part needs to be
Thank you so much for
disconnected.
doing that. It's
Thank you so much for
cool to
having
watch.
me here to
Absolutely.
do it. It's always like weirdly, it's exciting, but also very nervous to like draw in front of people because you feel like suddenly everyone's judging you all the time, like while you're doing it. Like everyone's like kind of hovering over you and being like, oh, what are you doing now? And it's like,
Yeah.
oh God.
I mean, it's literally only to be like, what magical thing will happen
right.
next?
yeah.
Yeah, I kind of envy I envy artists a little bit just because it's like if I tried to like write something in front of people, it'd be way worse. It'd be
Sure.
like, it was the best of times. No, someone else did that.
like,
Just to keep deleting.
I had a friend who was in a band. He'd always talk about whenever he played shows. He was a guitarist. There would always be like 3 people in front, just in the whole show, just
Oh my
sitting like this. You're like,
gosh.
oh, those are other guitarists. Just like judging, just
Judging
like
his
sitting there with
technique.
their arms crossed, not. It's like I wouldn't have done
Well,
that.
it's that thing of like when you have to operate a computer in front of someone and
Yeah,
then suddenly you forget how to use a mouse. Like, and you're like, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm so bad at this now.
It is so true.
Party Pack 5. My
Our
orig-
old friend.
Do you do like Artist Alley stuff?
I've done it like periodically. I do like comic shows more often. Just because like that's like where like I'm really trying to focus on doing like original work and getting it out there, and like so like comic shows and zine shows and things like that.
You're going to C2E2, right?
I'm going to be there. I'm going to be wandering around, but I don't have a table or anything. So I'm just like, you can just like find me.
Yeah, floating around.
You're right. All right, I gotta do the thing.
We're gonna put the room code on Discord, discord.gg/jackboxgames if you want to get in and play with us and Emily.
Ben was asking how to pronounce my name, and Stod has it right. It's Kardamis.
There you go.
Stod once again.
Coming in clutch.
My old nemesis.
Yeah.
Room code is Gabby. Gabby Butler. Anyone else watch Cheer?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I just want to be perfect.
Tell us something about Cheer, Ryan.
Well, it's a competitive show about how hard it is to be a cheerleader.
Oh,
Not
actually.
be
Yep.
startled.
Okay.
I am here to
Competitive
guide you
show.
as we explore the deep recesses of your mind.
It's a show about a competition.
It
Sometimes
competes with other shows to be the best show about how to be a competitive cheerleader.
Sometimes people get very hurt.
Would you rather questions, or would you rather
that's true.
Sure.
split the room? Finish the scenario that has been sent to your device.
All right, I'm gonna write a good one.
No, Ryan, don't.
Done.
I like this cat theme we've got going. With the Party Pack 7 image,
Oh, yeah.
and then the drawing.
It's a
Oh,
cat
yeah,
filled
Drawful
down.
has cats.
We love the cat.
Yeah, so we should play, you want to Jack 2011? And do some nocturnal, what is it called?
Oh, nocturnal admissions.
Admission.
Do you remember any of the things you have created? Or do they all just pass away once they're out of your
Yeah.
You should
hands?
play. You don't know. What is it?
Brace
Just
yourself
talking to my kid,
for it.
what's his name?
Just
About,
KC. You've been accused of a crime you didn't commit.
Oh, no.
A pro bono lawyer reaches out to represent you. This individual is intelligent.
I saw
and has
a
lot
pro
of
bowler.
experience. However, they just so happen to be this.
No.
That's so
Oh,
funny.
weird lawyer.
God.
They just so happen to be strange.
I can assure you, I can get you off the couch.
I'm not allowed to. Oh, there we go.
I don't know why we're meeting at this tea party on the ceiling.
Honestly,
Oh, very merry acquittal to you.
I'm a no.
Wow.
You know, you're
Nail
not.
it.
I did think about that. Yeah.
Is that they're? Why are they offering to do it for free? You didn't commit the crime. They're
Yeah.
probably like involved in it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they're
That's-
strange.
Yeah, that's a
Awesome.
no.
I just like helping
That's
people.
true. I didn't really think about all of those like
I mean,
details.
Like, it's already a weird situation. Like, where
Yeah.
it comes in and is like, hello, I've come to help.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, God.
You're being framed, and then a man is like, "Hi."
I'm in a
Up
cloak.
next is the challenge.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those like this might as well happen
new
sort of
scenario.
scenarios.
Yeah, that's what I
Encourages
thought.
people to post a video of themselves doing this. To raise awareness for hepatitis B.
Yep.
It
Okay.
is well known that you support this cause.
Of course.
Do you participate?
I'm too old.
And I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah,
I was
well,
about
yeah.
to say the same thing. It's like it's gonna happen anyway.
But no one's filming it.
Yeah, it's okay. I've done it in front of crowds of people. Like people have seen me fall upstairs. So, like,
That's
Go on.
it's like when you walk backwards or you miss a step and then you just like fall onto the stairs. I'm not coordinated, okay?
Oh, welcome back, YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube's here. Welcome back, Genevieve Fisher.
The thing is, wow. The thing is that if you're already well known for supporting the cause, this would just be trying to, like, people already know. Do you care? Donate some money.
Maybe you would drum up more donations with
Yeah.
that video.
It's time
okay.
for
The Icebox
Right
Challenge
or
actually
wrong.
did it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a large publishing
Yeah, after
company
you fall
offers
down the
you a job
stairs,
as
you
a
have to
staff
challenge
writer.
someone else to
You'll
fall down.
write
Yeah, exactly.
novels,
That's right,
Short
imagine.
stories, screenplays, anything you want, as long as the subject matter is always this. Do you take the job?
Unidentifiable subway leavings.
How
What
would
do you
I-
think that
gonna
means?
Would I be able to get a
Like
lot of
random
poetry out of
fluids
that?
on the subway.
Yes.
Yeah, or
I
trash.
took the train here, by the way.
Oh, leavings like that.
Yeah.
I see.
Well, I mean, it could be anything.
The
left
train.
behind
I
on
didn't
subway.
expect the train to leave the station at this time.
It's very
Where
fair.
did it go?
It's going
Leave my
backwards instead of
screenplay.
forwards. That was unexpected.
I like
Oh,
imagining-
unidentifiable. I guess.
I like
I don't
imagining
know.
being a fan of your work and being like, maybe this next one won't be about subway fluids. Oh, no, it is. He got around to it again.
No, see, I like that because it's like a series of mysteries.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
It's a good split, actually.
And now,
I'll write
Binge
about
Pipe
poop paid
presents
bills.
I mean, you
It's not always poop, though.
you weirdly said that during your interview.
bacteria.
Like, you don't have to do that here.
No one's
I
asking
will.
you to do
Positive
it.
side effect is you can do this.
You might have
Oh,
to do
my
that.
God.
Antibiotics immediately or wait a week. Do you wait?
Oh,
No.
yes.
Oh, well, yes.
I'll wait.
How much weight can you gain in a week?
I mean, couldn't I lose those pounds running 80 miles an hour?
Right.
No, I think, yeah.
You're burning the same amount of, like, calories.
Where would you even go to run 80 miles an hour? You'd have to go on a highway.
Probably.
Because you'd be
Yeah.
moving too fast to, like, check for stones underfoot.
That's
Can
true.
you-
And
Kinda like
80,
Nebraska.
80 isn't like fast enough that you could like
Can go out
be the
track.
Flash and avoid cars. Though.
Yeah.
You could still really hurt
Wow,
yourself.
good split, CJ.
Rest in peace.
You'd be like the Hulk.
Guys, you
walking
still have to
down
gain the weight. The side effect
This one is
doesn't undo the
Yeah,
disease.
you're
by
probably
any
right.
other surname.
So I would be a real fat guy running around the street. Wait, this is my life right now.
Fred, everything about
I was
them
sure
is
said
known.
you can only
However,
run 85
their
miles.
last
That's the
name-
only
Yes.
speed
Okay,
you can
they
run.
only
There we
say
go.
That's
You take
better.
that name
Oh,
when you
well.
get married. It means the world to them.
That's funny.
Do you?
How's it pronounced?
Bag of shit.
Okay.
I wrote about poop, and I'm getting paid right now.
Wow, the prophecy has been fulfilled.
Yeah.
I think I play this game too seriously.
I do too.
Because I'm like, if they are insisting I take their name, I don't want to marry them anyway.
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter what the name is. It could be Smith. But
Mm.
then why are you so insistent?
Right,
That
I
does
agree.
seem a little
To me, this is
missing the.
To me, this is a strange lawyer situation where it's already kind of suspicious, and then that's the name. It's like this is
Yeah.
It's
What
the
a bunch
lawyer
of
from
cynics.
before.
Come on.
Evan said yes.
on, take my name.
please.
Please take my name. Wait, is that the strange lawyer? Yeah. I'll get you off this charge if you take my name.
I love this
Ooh, I'm a hundred
character.
Charlie at the bar.
His will
Emily,
is
will you
the
draw
one
this strange lawyer for us?
if
I'll think about it. I'll let it percolate.
Do you accept?
Oh, for
Proposing to
sure.
someone.
Yeah.
That sounds like a dope
Yeah,
card.
Are you
I
kidding me?
know.
Of course.
I know. It wasn't a good one. I couldn't think of anything good. I had a couple that were not appropriate, and I deleted them.
If that car drove by, I'd be like, man, a cool person drives that car. I mean, like, that person rules.
My only, I say yes, but my only fear is it's a hair misogynistic. I feel.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Indeed, but
What if it's a pirate?
I mean,
Yeah.
No,
it-
exactly. Then you theme the car appropriately.
That's why
Yeah.
if you put it into a pirate ship, it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
That feels like it's not gendered, is it? Is it gendered?
No.
I don't think so.
We're all taking the up.
Oh.
Robob.
Anyone can be pro butts.
Yeah. I mean, it can be pro butts. I'm just afraid, as being a man, being pro butts has a different
Fair.
Well,
baggage.
it's
right.
to it.
Yeah, I
think
understand.
that's also true.
All you
I think
can
if you
tweet
put a sticker of a pirate right next to it,
a fancy
that would-
restaurant.
Yeah,
that's a
You
less
can
cool
share
card
an
to me.
image of you
well,
during
certainly, but you get a
However,
free
the
car.
picture you choose clearly shows you
Okay, fair
doing
point.
this.
Oh no!
Oh no!
First of all, they know I borrowed Ryan Ash's pants, regardless of their transparency.
No, but are you wearing, like, you could be wearing pants on top of transparent
That's
pants.
No,
Or
you
under
can't.
transparent
I
pants.
think again,
You
that
know,
Well,
you
it's-
Okay,
it
fair.
clearly
Not the-
shows you. You could be wearing shorts
My
underneath.
strange lawyer will dictate the terms.
Excuse me, can I see your terms and conditions?
pants beneath the pants.
Oh no.
everyone is crowded on one side
well,
of that argument.
Terrible.
Really CJ'd that one up.
That was a good one that
Get
didn't
ready
get what it
for-
deserved, Evan. I'm sorry.
Well,
Screen
thank
therapy.
Unlike CJ's.
You just totally face planted at your high school graduation.
Oh,
If you
great.
stand up, slap your own face, and
This is
scream,
like the first one I ever
"This."
wrote.
Really?
There is a 90% chance everyone's memory of it will be erased.
Oh my god, I absolutely would. I would too.
Yeah.
Because it's funny.
Right.
If it doesn't erase their memory, that's funny.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
a good story
You
that
said
everyone gets to
life hacks.
have. Yeah.
I want the story of me face planting at my high school graduation.
Right. Well, yeah.
Like, I don't want it to be erased.
Oh, that's
interesting.
fair.
Oh, so yeah.
Maybe you
But
could
you're
slightly
rolling-
mispronounce it, so you get the best of both
I'll
worlds.
just
More
scream-
forks!
I'll scream whatever I want.
CJ, I'll scream whatever I
Yeah.
want.
Face plant. Give me the booty.
And no, I'm not a pirate.
No.
I'm not a
And I
pirate.
mean that in a
clarify.
non-gendered way.
I'm a misogynist.
But I also
Give me that food.
But I also support pirates,
Yeah.
but only of the maritime variety.
Sir, you've been up here for 15 minutes.
I won't take their last name.
You don't need to clarify anymore.
Consume this. Do you abstain
Oh.
forever?
Oh, this is interesting.
This is very
Okay, this is interesting.
And what qualifies? Is it just like paintings? Can it be music?
I think it's all media.
Can
That's considered like.
I follow Emily around and have her supply me? Devour
high
her
art.
Oh
art?
God! If you think what I make is high art, I
saw the
have
cat.
some news.
Huh.
I think we'd be talking like Oscar-nominated films.
Yes.
And
I guess.
That's what I assumed.
like.
I refuse.
As someone who just
That
watched
civilization
The
is gonna die.
Circle, I think I could deal with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what's the expanse?
Brooke, the Marvel movies may be high art.
I mean, it depends on your definition of art and if you're Martin Scorsese.
Yes, well, everything depends on whether you're Martin Scorsese or not. Like where you live,
How everyone's doing.
what your job is,
Yeah.
whether you made The Godfather.
He did not. Francis Ford Coppola made The Godfather.
Oh, God, you're right. Was I thinking of Goodfellas?
My client
has
no further
Sorry.
There will be two options to choose.
Question
Thank you,
for
strange
Emily.
lawyer.
What is your favorite monster from Monster Seeking
Option
Monster?
means that only
Oh
some
gosh,
people
I don't
will
know.
choose.
I'm really bad at picking favorites of basically anything.
Who's your favorite person in this room?
That I refuse to. I plead the fifth.
Mm.
Let me answer this question first because I can't do both at once.
Everyone's thinking hard about this one.
Yeah, I still can't think of a favorite, but my friend Alex always ends up getting the ghost. Like every single time we've played, she's gotten the vengeful spirit, and we're just like, okay, well, here we go. Like to the point where it's just like it's just that's the natural order of things at this point.
Mine is the mother, because I like when the mother is like sweet at first and like holding cookies, and then you're like, oh, she's about to eat me, not the cookies.
My favorite is the glob because I like when it smiles.
I mean, I have to say the vampire.
You have created a device
I like
that
the
allows
dummy.
cats to talk like humans.
Love it.
Go on. However, they will either sound exactly like this player,
Bro,
Oh.
this person. Whose voice do you give to cats?
So this is between two good things.
Yeah. Well,
Ah. Hey, it's me.
well,
It's me, your cat. What are you doing?
with those two auditions.
Yeah,
I think I made my
I picked
choice.
Brooke, but I think I made a mistake because I thought I didn't know the cat would be a nightmare cat.
Good split. Good split.
That's why we call her Brooke the Nightmare Cat.
Are you guys think my cat voice is ugly?
No.
Oh man, someone do a voice for Roman
I don't
Reigns.
know what Roman Reigns sounds
Yeah,
like.
sticking with Brooke.
Not a-
Does
Let's
Roman
hear-
sound like?
It
Let's hear your
sounds like
cat voice again.
I'm Roman
Oh, finally Roman Reigns makes more sense. Now that he's a cat.
It just sounds like your cat's always complaining.
Meow, meow.
I haven't been around a lot of cats, but I feel like they
What?
complain a fair amount.
That's probably true.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Oof.
Cats just eat it all the time.
Now, what is a yeet sound?
I don't-
Like,
Yeet?
is it okay? I was gonna say, is it the vocalization of the yeet, or
Bro,
is it
I'm
like
about to say,
the-
does it just like
Ben comes crashing.
Yeah, seriously.
Let me explain it to
does the
you.
kid say other things than just the same cadence, like give me some food?
That would be amazing.
Now that sounds like Roman Reigns to me.
Okay.
You just earned some bonus points.
Somebody new. Somebody predicted me. Robot bots, you know me.
Too well.
Moving on.
Too well.
Aliens abducted you and are about to harvest a piece of your brain for research.
Naturally.
They give you a choice of losing the part of your brain that allows you to enjoy music or the part that does this. Which brain function do you lose?
I do love the hot bees.
No.
Sorry.
Which one do you lose?
No contest.
I'll sing the hits of the Beatles for you.
Music? I don't quite get it. I love to laugh.
You didn't see that coming.
What? I'm the only
no.
one who wanted it. You guys are all.
Ooh.
All right. Which one do you lose? I gotta be able to lie.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess that's right, but I mean, music, come on.
Music is great, but at least you still will be able to enjoy like movies, for example. You still have entertainment. If you couldn't
Yeah.
lie, how would you get through the day?
Pretty
Wait, what
easily,
is going on
honestly.
all day?
I'm a con artist. I don't work here.
Oh, no.
No.
Sorry, Warren's sick this week.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
would have to get a different job for the first.
Seriously,
part
yeah. My livelihood depends on one of these. My ability to enjoy music.
That's the only way to drown us out is
Yeah,
work.
exactly.
Half of CJ's workload is just listening
Perfect
to.
splits.
Nice.
Wow.
Good job, Emily.
You can do it. You got this joke.
What's the rest of the great joke?
this.
Yeah. No, that's why I call music.
Yeah.
Let's switch things
Wow,
up.
CJ really had to hold your hand through the end of that
Spell
bit.
A witch gives you two options. Gotta love a polite witch. You can either have bees shoot out of your nose every time you sneeze, or have this happen to you. Which spell do you choose?
I really like all the asides in all the questions, or when they do pop up. It's very satisfying.
Oh,
Good lord.
It's just for the night.
Yeah, but
did they slough off?
yeah, that's exactly the critical question to
No,
ask.
they don't.
If no, then I'll pick that. I don't want bees around.
Yeah,
I'll pick that
You
one.
gotta wear
The
gloves
world
at
needs
night.
more bees, though.
Yeah,
Aren't
but
they
not.
like getting
That's
it?
what the
That's
world-
true.
I mean, are you
Needs
generating
now.
more bees, or are they
Bees.
disappearing?
Maybe that's where the bees have been going. They've been going in your nose.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
I spent a lot more time
Ouch.
crying.
Think
Yeah,
about it carefully.
I sneeze less than I cried.
I do sneeze less than I do. No, I don't know. That's
Imagine
hard.
if you were breastfeeding and crying.
Oh,
Oh no!
I refuse.
You refuse to imagine.
Yeah,
Not a great
Don't
spell.
put that spell
Clearly
in our
all
brain.
cry a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. But mostly it's about all these bees.
The bees will cause more crying.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be cool.
Well, do
Yeah.
they are they like die? Will they like stain your face?
I mean, that's kind of cool.
Maybe, but then yeah, you'd be off.
I
That's
still
true.
want bee sneezes, I think.
I'm still gonna take those bee sneezes.
God, I feel like it only takes one bee sneeze to change your mind.
Now we know a
What
good
kind of
prank
persuading,
you know?
to play on Brooke is to give her purple tears.
I mean, a bad one is to give her bee sneezes. She's fine.
I think Emily took the cake on that
Oh
one.
my gosh. Oh,
Nailed
yeah.
it!
And I'm the best artist, and she's the best writer.
Right.
We should have peed in that fountain at the same time.
Why did you do that? Well, that was awesome. Thanks so much for playing, Emily.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. This was I was so giddy about doing this and coming here, so thank you so much.
That's so great.
This is amazing.
We were so glad to have you. And Warren wanted to pass on his hello. He's taking care of a sick kid right now. Otherwise, he
Oh,
would
oh my
be here
gosh.
as well.
Well, hi, Warren.
Yeah.
Hi.
There we go.
Great. I think that'll do it for the stream today. Thanks, everybody, for watching the Jackbox Party Club. We'll be back again next Thursday with Rydash and his Invisible Pants. Maybe tomorrow TMP or no?
Yes. Yeah.
TMP Fridays tomorrow
Yep.
at around noon Central Time.
1 p.m.
1
Central
p.m.
Time.
Central Time. And Jackbox Lunchbox on Wednesday?
Not next week.
Not next week. Okay.
Nope.
Nothing I've said is true.
But you've done it
'Cause you're a liar.
Because I've been lying the whole time.
Is there not a Party Pack 7 coming
no.
out?
No.
Okay.
And my
There
name is
is.
I was the one who
Yes,
said that.
Emily read
so-
that.
Oh, Emily,
Yeah.
okay.
Trust
I
her.
always
Lie.
lie. Emily always tells the truth.
All right.
Which
ask
door
one
do you go
question.
through?
Go back to guarding those doors, you two.
I've had a terrible time with all of you. That's a lie. Goodbye.
Wow, that was kind of sweet.
Bye for real.
It's been mediocre.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.